Everybody, we're going to be working on junctions today, and it's quite important. If you can get your junctions right, you're going to improve your chances of passing that driving test, because the number one reason, or the top two reasons, is always junctions. Every year in the DVSA, top 10 reasons why people fail the driving test. So we're going to work on junctions, emerging left, emerging right, right turns into them, left turns into them, even coming out of car parks junctions. And they are common faults that people do. So just be careful, and hopefully the tips I'm going to give you are going to help you to be more aware of what you should be doing correctly. So we're going to do a left turn, centre mirror left, signalling, slowing down for second gear. So I'm looking in the road and going into, and it looks fairly clear, so I'm okay. I'm off the brake, carry on going, but I'm not going particularly fast. And like I say about junctions, you can be emerging out of junctions, it can be going into junctions, it can be going out of a car park, it can be a roundabout that you're doing a mistake on, it can be a mini roundabout, not doing the observations. So end of the road there, we're going to be doing a right turn, a right emerge. And it's quite important when you do an emerging right that you be extra careful, because you're crossing two lanes. So it's centre mirror, right mirror, signalling, slowing down for a lower gear, second on the approach. Now I can't see on the left, so I'm going to slow down for first. I'm checking, and the minimum is right, left, right. But if it's busy, you keep checking to make sure it's safe. And when you're pulling off, it's controlled, not racing off, and that'll be fine then. You know, they can't fault you for that. So we're going to come to the end of the road, and we're going to go left at the junction. There's a bus turning, so I'm going to slow myself down and give way to him, because obviously the big bus you don't argue with. Pop it in first gear, give myself space from the car in front of me, and I'm looking beyond the car. There's a white car following it, and I'm waiting patiently, checking what's happening behind me at the same time. So keep an eye on what's happening around. Oh, there's another one there. He's gone the other way. And I didn't rush, and all of a sudden it changed at the same time. That white van came from somewhere. Left at the end of the road. Centre mirror left, signalling, getting my position at the junction, checking to right, left, right. There's cars there, so I'm slowing down to give way. Pop it in first gear, and I'm waiting, checking what's happening now. There's some pedestrian lights on the left, so I've got to be careful. So as I pull out slowly, I'm checking them lights. They've not changed, so I'm going to carry on, because they could have pressed them and it could be changing, and they're going to go through lights at the same time. So you've got to be careful. We've got lights near junctions. We're going to go right at this little mini roundabout, centre mirror right, and it's the right you give way to at roundabout. So you're checking to your right, and it looks clear. So I'm entering, going round the roundabout. I don't need to go on the island because it's big enough to go round, and taking my time with the speed limit, 20 mile an hour in this area. So I'm using second gear. Looking up the road, keeping the space from the car in front of me. So the roundabout ahead of us, we're going to be going left, centre mirror left, signalling, and I'm checking to my right, and a couple of cars there, but nothing's signalling, and I'm going to carry on going. I'm just slowing myself down to give way. There we go. And then I'm going to go right into the car park. Car get out of the way. That's it. Centre mirror right, signalling, checking to my left, make sure it's safe, and it is. Bring myself into the car park. So if you get a car park manoeuvre on your driving test, you want to take your time going in and listen to what they're asking you to do. So if it's a forward bay park or a reverse bay park, it could be any of them, because you can do the reverse bay park in public car parks now. And just take your time. Looks full, so I'm just going to bring myself straight back out. So you've done your manoeuvre on your driving test, and you're coming out of a car park because you've done a forward or reverse bay park, and you're quite pleased with your manoeuvre. Now you've got to keep yourself focused on the fact that there's going to be a junction at the end of the car park. It could be a nice T-junction, it could be an angled junction. This one's slightly angled, slightly a bit of a Y junction, and you've got bushes on the right and left. We're going to go left, centre mirror left, and I'm slowing down to give way. Checking, and it's safe. So I'm only there for a second because it was clear, but if I didn't slow down and check, I wouldn't know. Got people there, so I'm going to give way to them because they're on the road. And that's what it is, not taking a risk, because they're actually on the road and you've got to be careful at that point. Centre mirror left, go left. Checking to my right, it looks safe. I'm going to carry on going. I'm slowing down for this guy here at the same time. And I'm carrying on. And I'm going to go left. Coming up, centre mirror left, check in. That person's too far away to affect me. I'm looking down here now. It's changed to a one-way street then. See the one-way street sign, the blue sign, the white arrow. So you can easily miss signs when you're going around town centres. So just be careful that you don't miss anything. And when you're driving along here, you've got speed bumps as well. You've got a sign saying old people possibly crossing the road, so there must be a retirement home or something. And ahead of us, we've got the other sign that's quite important, which is two-way traffic, which means the one-way street's ending. And you've got a white van trying to reverse. So I'm just going to slow down a second. Is he reversing? Or one of his lights not working on the back? I'll just give him a little bit of space first, see what he does. Oh, and I'm going to carry on. And we're going to go right at the mini roundabout. So it's a junction again. So it's centre mirror right, signalling as a hill start as well. So I'm going to slow myself down for a lower gear, signal back on, check to the right. Looks okay, so I'm going to carry on. And carrying on. If you're enjoying the video, by the way, feel free to give it a like. We're driving down here now. We're going to go left at the roundabout, then we're going to take the immediate first right. So the centre mirror left. And if you get an examiner saying that to you, they're trying to help you so you can plan things. Checking to the left, there's a sign saying road closed. Now I'm going to go round now because I'm going to take the first right straight away. So I'm popping in first gear, being careful. Go round this sign, and then a right turn, centre mirror right. And I know when I go down here it's going to be narrow. Yeah. See how narrow it is? So I'm just being careful. I'm going to have to go slow, really slowly here. I might even have to just get close to the curb. Yep. So I'm going really slowly, not to hit the curb and not to hit the van. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to go slow. If it's narrow, you go slow. And I'm looking right up the road. Lots of parked cars making it hard. So I'm looking probably right in the distance as far as I can, see if it's moving. And I'm just covering my brake all the time. And I'm covering the clutch, if you wondered. And I'm in second gear at the moment, just going slowly, a little bit of power, but not a lot. Just gently doing it. I'm doing 10 miles an hour, people wonder speed. I'm going to go to the left because I've got to go left, but I'm watching for cars coming. If the cars come in, it's going to be a problem. I'm covering my brake again, looking between the windows, pop it in first gear. Out we come a bit. He's letting me go, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to use this little space on the left here for him. In I come. Let him get out of the way. Nice big turn. He's letting me go. He's going to go. Wave to each other. So like you're helping each other because it's not an easy road to drive down with all them cars. So you're having to kind of look at everything's moving and just be very careful. So we've got another junction. We're going to be doing a right turn at the junction. Difficult to see again. Closed junction, centre mirror right, signalling. The road bends round at the same time, so I've got to follow that white line. That car tried to cut it, bend, then seen me. Straight into first gear. Definitely clear, and I'm going. And this is the thing, if you keep doing your junctions safely, you'll be fine. Looking up the road, it looks clear. Lots of parked cars again, so I'm just going slow, looking best I can into the middle of the gap. And I'm doing 10 miles an hour again, if people are wondering. And then we've got some traffic lights ahead of us. And we've got parked cars. Now this could be a problem if a car comes the other way. I'm hoping there's a gap on the left. on their left, just say. Yeah, gap for them to come round the corner. And I'm slowing down for the white line. Now it might even change to the centre there. So I'm straight into first gear. Oh, I'll leave it in second and lift the clutch up and carry on. As I was about to go to first gear, the lights changed. And then it's left at the end of the road. So even if it looks clear here, centre mirror left, signalling, slowing myself down to this junction, checking to right, checking to left. He's still far away, so I'm going to carry on going. Left at the roundabout, centre mirror left, signalling. Quite a noisy speed bump that one then. So we've covered left emerge, right emerge, turning into the junctions, some mini roundabouts in there at the same time. If it's helped you to understand that, just don't take risks, always play it safe, then you'll be fine. Okay? Good luck on the driving test, and remember, if you can nail these junctions, then it's going to improve your chances of passing that test and driving perfectly. Safe driving, everybody.